Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am happy that you have chosen to join me for today's reading as we look into the cards for the here and now. Please know that this reading is timeless, so whenever you have chosen to click on it, to listen or watch, it is meant for you at that point in your journey. If there's any information that does not connect with you through the reading, please feel free to let that go. If there are messages or signs or symbols that do resonate with you or your situation, I would encourage you to continue to process that information as well as think through it after the video has come to completion. Before we look at the cards, let's focus on our breathing. As you inhale and exhale, allow your body to feel comfortable in the position you have chosen for this video. As you're breathing, allow your mind to calm, release any busyness, worry that may be on your mind and in your heart. As you inhale and exhale, allow your body to release any tension or tightness that it may be feeling. And as you're breathing, you can ask universe or spirit for any signs or symbols that you may need to see and receive. And let's begin. I will be using both tarot cards and oracle cards today. If you're interested in either one of the decks, there is information in the description box below. I don't know if it picks up on the mic, but I do have some crickets in the background serenading us for this reading. It is a warm summer evening, so hopefully they will not bother you too much. Let's take a look at our tarot. First, we have Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, Conversation, Ten of Wands, Seven of Coins or Pentacles, and Four of Cups. So let's look at our first card, Knight of Swords. When we are looking into the here and now, it could be, as you see the knight on the horse, the wings are outstretched, they're ready. They're in the ready position. They have courage. The individual is brave. So your situation right now may be causing you to dig deep, to seek that courage. Maybe you are currently being brave. You are pulling on that inner strength that you know that you have. And this card here is definitely encouraging you to continue to do that. It supports that action. It is possibly encouraging you to take that action. It could be that right now you are ignoring or denying something that may be happening or something that has happened. And the Knight of Swords is encouraging you to, in essence, pick up that sword, pick up that courage, pick up that braveness within you that you do have, and allow yourself to face what it is that you may need to face at this time, whether it's a situation around you, people around you, or something inside of you that you know it is time to kind of dig deep and to look into. Also with that Knight of Swords, it could be referring to flexible thinking. You can see that the horse and the knight are in forward motion. They are at the ready. The stance is at the ready. So it could be that this card is encouraging you to open up your mind, to be ready, to have your thinking possibly shifted or widened or more awareness. And if this is speaking to you, I'm sensing that you will know what it is addressing for you in your situation. It could be that you do have ability to see both sides of the coin. And this card, the Knight of Swords, is calling you to provide that. Maybe it's in a relationship. Maybe it's in a friendship. Maybe it is a work situation that is requiring that perspective, that ability to have that flexible thinking and be willing to listen to both sides. With the Knight of Swords, also, it could be the need for patience. On the card, while it's at the ready, the stance is at the ready, you can see it's almost in a holding pattern. So is there something you need to have patience with? Maybe it's patience with yourself. Maybe you're frustrated with where your life is at this moment. You're wishing that it would move forward quicker or it would change quicker. And the Knight of Swords is calling you to have that patience. Not to be stagnant, there is a difference, but to be patient. Be at the ready, because what you are manifesting, what you are seeking, if you are one who prays, what you are praying is there. It is coming. Next, we have the Six of Cups. And this card is very beautiful. It almost looks like it is a form of an ornament. And hopefully you can see the hands that are at the bottom of the card that are about to touch. And I think when I look at this right away, what comes is just that moment in time. And maybe right now you are just enjoying the life that you have. You are enjoying the friendships that you have, the relationships that you have. And if you are new to my channel, when I speak of relationships, it's romantic, it's platonic, it's family relationships, possibly work relationships. I leave that for you to discern and that information to connect the way it's meant to for you in your situation as you listen to the reading. So in this card too, it's just those hands at the bottom are reaching to connect, are hoping to have, whether it's that physical touch, that emotional connection, it's possibly support from someone, and they are ever so close. So what I'm receiving with this card as well is that you definitely need to be in the moment at this time. Maybe you are just busy. Your schedule is just booked, one appointment right after the other. Maybe you have so many things in your life that you are needing to attend to or taking children to one place or this sporting event or this theater event, that this card, the Six of Cups in the here and now, is calling you to just take that moment, pause, freeze, as an ornament would present itself on a tree. It's still. The picture is still. It's beautiful. It's allowing your body, your full senses, just to take in a moment. Find something that brings you that rest or that rejuvenation of your spirit and allow yourself to experience it at this time. Also with the Six of Cups, it can represent friendship. It can represent relationships. So if you are in a relationship right now, this is encouraging you to continue forward in the healthy ways that are present in your relationship. If there is a need in your relationship to possibly pause together. Maybe you are both moving in a little bit different directions, burning the candle at both ends, and not having that availability to just be together. This card here is encouraging you in the here and now to find that space. With this card, the Six of Cups, with the stars all around it, I sense dreams. Possibly you have a manifestation board. Maybe there have been messages coming through in your dreams. The Six of Cups is calling you, is beckoning you to pay attention to that, to sit with what messages are coming through. If it is through dreams, if it's with your manifestation board, continue to manifest, continue to focus forward, have that flexible thinking, have that forward thinking that allows you to bring things into your life. This card also represents happy memories, and maybe it is time to take a trip down memory lane and allow yourself and your heart to be filled with those memories that you have that are happy, that did bring you joy, and reconnect with those so that your heart can feel them again. Next, we have conversation. And it's interesting that it comes right behind the Six of Cups, because representing that friendship. So is there a conversation you need to have with a friend over a cup of tea, over a drink, over a cup of coffee, a meal? You can see that here there's those bright colors on each side representing each individual. One side is hues of bright red, orange, and pink. The other is the blue and indigo. And they both meet in the middle with that bright white, that light. So again, going back to that flexible thinking, we all have our own individual thoughts, ideas, and maybe this is a work situation as well, where you need to bring your ideas and your thoughts to the table. Maybe you have fear doing that, and you're in that red right now where you are nervous, you possibly scared, you're worried what the outcome would be. Open up your heart to that blue and those indigo colors, so that they can meet in the middle and converge and bring new perspectives and new ideas. Also, with this conversation card, it could be that in your relationship, maybe the communication is breaking down. And so in the here and now, this card, again, behind the Six of Cups, is really calling you for that harmony. Have that conversation. Be the one that is willing to put forth the energy that it takes to have that conversation, to strike it up, to initiate that conversation that I'm sensing you need to have for that relationship, whether it is for healing, whether it is for deeper love, a deeper connection. This card here, again, with those beautiful colors coming together to have that white light, the sun, I'm sensing the sun, that brightness. I'm thinking of the major arcana, the sun, bringing in that new life, that new energy, that new breath to a relationship. Possibly at work, it's a conversation that you may need to have with a colleague, maybe need to have with a boss. This card here is encouraging you to do that, and it's close to that Knight of Swords, which is that action, being ready to take action, moving into action. So this conversation card is supporting that as well. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. And with the Ten of Wands, it's definitely one of feeling stress, having burden, feeling burdened by something, definitely feeling fatigued, having a lot of responsibility that is on your shoulders, that is weighing on you. So in the here and now, again, kind of going back to the Six of Cups of being in the moment, taking time to enjoy what is around you, who is in your life, the settings that you are in. The Ten of Wands is supporting that. It is encouraging you to take time to find what brings you comfort, what brings you the ability to just be, to rest, to relax. This card is definitely in the here and now. If you are one, going back to that conversation in Six of Cups, that is burning the candle at both ends in a friendship, a relationship, a work environment, and it is causing you that stress. You can see here that the weight of everything that is on this animal is growing. And you can see that it's forcing the head down, forcing the body down. So take heed. What you are asking your mind and your body and your heart to continue to do is going to possibly have that reaction of eventually forcing your body to rest. So this card is calling you to prevent that. Take action now. Find what it is that allows you to have that energy renewed, to have your mind at peace. So whether it's meditation, whether it's connecting with nature, whether it's painting, reading, massage, a spa day, whatever it is, connecting with a friend, whatever it is, this card definitely in the here and now is calling you to do that. And I see that, you know, the number 10 with the 10 of Wands, 1 being that beginning and 10 being the end. So we want to find in the middle, while 1 is good, definitely a new beginning, the 10 sometimes forces that ending. So we want to meet in the middle here and really reflect on what it is that we need to do to re-energize our body and allow our body, I'm sensing our cells, deep down into our cells, to rejuvenate and heal as well. Next we have the 7 of Coins or Pentacles. And with the 7 of Coin or Pentacles, it's definitely one of harvest, one of thinking and planning, one of, again, that manifestation. So if you are manifesting, this card is supporting that, as we spoke of earlier. It is encouraging you to continue to do that, for there is harvest. That will be the outcome. There will be outcomes. With the 7 of Coins also, that need to think before you jump. Think before you make a rash decision. Is there planning that's needed? Is there a pause that's needed before making a decision? Is there a pause and a period of planning and thinking that's needed before making that change that you are considering? The 7 of Coins and Pentacles is definitely here to support that. Maybe as I look at these two cards back to back, the 7 of Coins is here to confirm what was received for the 10 of Wands, that it is time. Definitely to take that time. Take that time to allow your body to rest so that there can be harvest, so that there can be fruition of what it is that we put forth. And if you are one who prays, one who, what you pray, what you have given to your higher power. Next, we have the 4 of Cups. So with the 4 of Cups, it's one of feeling bored, definitely one of feeling burnt out. Going back to that 10 of Wands, friends, those messages are definitely coming through very strongly here. Being in the moment, taking preventative action so that there's not that burnout. Definitely see here on the card, it looks like there's an individual with the shell that's connected to them. It's heavy. It's caused them to be despondent because of the burnout. Also with the Four of Cups, it could be in the here and now that you have gone through some rejection. That is also represented with the Four of Cups. And in the here and now, it is calling you to connect to what brings you, again, that life, brings you that joy. It's important that when we are rejected, to allow those feelings to move through us. Allow that anger or confusion or that hurt or pain, allow it to move through you. Because when we don't, when we allow it to fester, bitterness, resentment, rage begins to build within us. And it's interesting to me because the way this is illustrated in this tarot deck for the Four of Cups, you can see that there is new life that wants to begin and grow out of this situation. So don't stay in that rejected pattern. Maybe there's something for you that you need to say no to. That maybe you have done the thinking, you've looked at the planning, you would look at what it takes to make that change or leap or jump. You have considered before you've made it a hasty decision. And so now it is something that you need to reject or say no to. That maybe it's not the right time for you to take on that challenge, to change jobs, to travel. You'll know what that represents in your journey. Let's take a peek at the oracle cards. First, we have delight. So if you are one, friends, that looks for confirmation, affirmation through the cards, having the cards confirm each other, whether they're side by side or they're two different decks, this card here of delight supports plenty of the messages that came through. It is calling you to be in that moment, breathe, absorb it, allow your mind to just experience it, to pause, to take that precaution so that your body is re-energized, again, down to that cellular level, so that you can delight, so that you can appreciate and truly enjoy what it is that is around you, who is around you, who is in your life, those that are important to you. And the beautiful bird in the beautiful pasture as well. What I'm sensing is stop and smell the roses. There's beautiful hues of flowers there, some daffodils, tulips. There's also birds and butterflies in the background. Next, we have relaxation. Wow. Again, confirmation. That beautiful, I believe it's the harvest moon. So again, goes with our Seven of Pentacles or coins, that harvest. Maybe you have a hammock. Put the hammock up. Maybe you enjoy camping. Take your hammock with you. Buy a hammock. Experience that. Maybe it's a new experience for you. Go for it. Open that book. Listen to that podcast that you've been meaning to. That article that you want to read. A journal you want to read. And sit under the moonlight. It's interesting. I paused because as soon as I said that, the crickets have stopped in the background. I don't know if they're coming through, but indicating to me, just sit under the moon. Enjoy the sounds that are around you. Breathe in that crisp air. I love it when the rain comes over the mountains and you can smell the rain before it reaches you. Sit outside in a safe environment when it's raining and sense it, smell it. and just allow your body to relax. Next, we have stillness. Well, we have 3 right in a row that are confirming each other and confirming what has come through this whole reading, friends. And you might be saying to me, well, that doesn't apply to me right now. I am in tune to me. I am in tune to what's going on in the here and now. This could be the messages coming through. These confirmations could be, well, then continue to do that, because there may be something coming down your journey that is going to have you needing to do that consistently, because it may be a challenge where you need to have that courage to be brave. And so being in tune with who you are and relaxing and delighting in what's around you will benefit you through that situation. Beautiful swan as well, friends. And on the flip side of stillness, what is coming through is that stagnation that we received in the 4 of Cups, or the meaning of the 4 of Cups. Are you bored because you're stagnant? Are you bored because you're not making a decision? The Knight of Swords is here to say, make that decision. There is action that is going to be needed or is needed at this time. I think of swans when they float along the water. They are very regal, but still. They float very softly, very quietly. So our decision doesn't have to be something that's big and just boisterous. It can be a decision that we make and then we move forward. So if that is you, the reading here is encouraging you to make that decision, make that choice, make that change. Beautiful too are the fireflies that are at the top of the card. There's purple, hues of purple, using our third eye, our spiritual thinking, connecting with spirit, connecting with the universe. And those fireflies, there'll be light that comes when we self-reflect, when we connect to the universe or higher power or spirit. And lastly, for our reading, we have fulfillment. Nice way to close out the reading. I'm not sure there's much more I could say, because that really puts a nice little bow on this reading. That when we take heed, we have that insight, we allow our body to rest, we have those conversations, we make that decision or change, there will be fulfillment. There will be that harvest. Again, there's a peach on here, going back to that 7 of coins with a harvest. There will be growth, whether it's personal, within us, or in our relationships around us. So I hope, my friends, this reading has helped you in some way. I hope that it has provided insight for you. If there's anything that did not connect, again, please feel free to let that go. If there were messages or signs or symbols for you that came through, I would encourage you to continue to process and think through that information. As always, friends, love and light to you.